Good morning, children. Hope you all are doing good. So in the last session, we were writing the classwork, right? We have ended the session with writing the first main new words and the second main answer the following 5 question answers we wrote. So today also we are going to continue the notes. Okay, so we are writing the answer the following, fill in the blanks and match the following. So by seeing the PPT, you have to look into it and complete the classwork. Okay, children. So shall we start writing? So children, we will start writing the notes. In the last class, we have completed first main new words and second main answer the following. So today we are going to continue third main. Okay, third main answer the following in brief. So question number 1. What are the difference between the pre-Vedic society and post-Vedic society? I'll repeat the question. What are the difference between the pre-Vedic society and the post-Vedic society? So we'll write the difference between the pre-Vedic and post-Vedic. Okay. So first we'll write the pre-Vedic period points. Okay. So write down pre-Vedic period. So the first point. Family was the basic unit in pre-Vedic period. Okay. Second point, joint family system was in practice. The third point, the women held a respectable position in society. The fourth point, child marriage and sati system were not practiced during this period. Okay, the fifth point, widow remarriage was in practice. Okay, children, I'll repeat all the 5 points once again. Family was the basic unit in pre-Vedic period. The second point, joint family system was in practice. The third point, the women held a respectable position in society. The fourth point, child marriage and sati system were not practiced during this period. The fifth point, widow remarriage was in practice. Okay. So during pre-Vedic period, family was the basic unit. Family was the basic unit in pre-Vedic period. Okay. Father was the head of the family. Joint family system was in practice. Okay. So during the pre-Vedic period, family was the basic unit and joint family system was in practice. Father or the grandfather was the head of the family. And during this period, the women held a respectable position in society. Okay. They even participated in political institutions. Okay, so during this period, the women held a respectable position in society. They even participated in political institution and widow remarriage was in practice. Okay, so women also studied Vedas. Okay, in this period, the women also studied Vedas. So some of the scholars were Ghosha, Apala, Lopamudra, Indrani, Vishwavara, etc. were the scholars of the Vedic period. Okay. And the child marriage and sati system were not practiced during the period. So the child marriage and sati system were not practiced during this period. Okay. So this was the points of pre-Vedic period. Next we will see about the post-Vedic period. Okay. So post-Vedic period. Okay. First point. During this period, the king became more powerful. Second point. Gotra system started during this period. The third point. The Varna system came into existence, namely Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya and Shudra. The fourth point, child marriage and sati system started during this period. Okay, I'll repeat. First point, post-Vedic period. During this period, the first point, during this period, the king became more powerful. Gotra system started during this period. The Varna system came into existence, namely Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya and Shudra. Child marriage and sati system started during this period. Okay. So during this post-Vedic period, the king became more powerful. The position of Vidata was completely diminished. Okay. The scope of the king was widened and the kingship became hereditary. Okay. The scope of the king was widened and the kingship became hereditary. The king performed rituals like Ashwamedha Yaga and Rajasuya Yaga to expand his kingdom. So during this period, the king became more powerful. Okay. So Gotra system started during this period. A Gotra is a lineage akin to a family name. Lineage means it is a direct descent from ancestors. So Gotra system started during this period. Okay. So next, the Varna system came into existence, namely Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya and Shudra. So as I told you before, so during this post-Vedic period, the Varna system came into existence. So which are the four Varnas? Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya and Shudra. So Brahmana, the Brahmins were learned people who performed religious ceremonies and they taught the people. Okay. Kshatriya were the warrior class. They maintained, governed and defended the land. And Vaishya were the agriculturists, artisans and the merchants. Okay. Shudras were the people who did all the tasks and served the three classes. So Shudras were the laborers. They served all the three classes, that is Brahmana, Kshatriya and Vaishya. Okay. Next, the fourth point, child marriage and sati system started during this period. Okay. So child marriage and sati system started during this post-Vedic period. Okay. Write down all the 4 points. Okay, children. So next we'll move on to the next main. Okay, write down neatly. So I have given the difference between the pre-Vedic period and the post-Vedic period. Okay. So next we'll move on to the fourth main. Fill in the blanks. Okay, fourth main, fill in the blanks. The first one, the period for dash is called pre-Vedic period. Answer is Rig Veda. Okay, the period for Rig Veda is called pre-Vedic period. So the period for Rig Veda, it is called as pre-Vedic period. Among the four Vedas, so which and all the four Vedas? Rig Veda, Yajur Veda, Sama Veda and Atharvana Veda. Among these, Rig Veda is the most ancient one. Okay. So the period for Rig Veda is called pre-Vedic period. Okay. Next we'll move on to the second one. Dash were considered as wealth by the Aryans. Answer is cows. Cows were considered as wealth by the Aryans. Okay, cows were considered as wealth and very often battles took place to gain them, to gain the cows. Okay. So next we'll move on to the third question. The Aryans worshipped gods through the rituals called yajnas. Okay. The question is, the Aryans worshipped gods through the rituals called yagnas. Okay, so the yagnas, they were performing yagnas. It is a fire ritual. They performing yagnas to worship the gods. So the Aryans worshipped gods through the rituals called yagnas. So next, fourth question. The kings of post-Vedic performed rituals like dash and dash to expand their kingdom. Okay, so the kings of post-Vedic performed rituals like Ashwamedha Yaga and Rajasuya Yaga to expand their kingdom. So the kings were the kings became more powerful during the post-Vedic period. Okay, so they performed rituals like Ashwamedha Yaga and Rajasuya Yaga to expand their kingdom. So write down neatly all the four fill in the blanks. Ashwamedha Yaga, the spelling is Ashwamedha, Ashwamedha Yaga, Yaga. And Rajasuya, Rajasuya, Rajasuya Yaga, Yaga. Okay, so Ashwamedha Yaga and Rajasuya Yaga, so these were the rituals which were performed by the kings to expand their kingdom. So write down the four fill in the blanks. Now we'll move on to the next main. Okay, so the next main, fifth main, it is match the following. Okay, so the first question, so children, here I have written in direct answer. Okay, question and the direct answer. Okay, so the first question, Soma. Soma, the answer is the liquor known to the Aryans. Okay, the liquor known to the Aryans. So Soma, it is a liquor, means it is a fermented juice or drink which is believed that it was consumed by the heavenly gods. Okay, so Soma, the answer is the liquor known to the Aryans. So the second one, Rajan, answer is the chief of a community. So the chief of the Aryans people was called as Rajans. Okay, the chief of the Aryans people was called Rajan. Rajan means the chief of a community, the head of a community. Okay. Next one, third one, Sabha. The answer is a political institution. Sabha means a political institution. Okay. The fourth question, Ashwamedha. Ashwamedha, answer is a holy ritual. Ashwamedha, a holy ritual. So the kings performed a holy ritual called Ashwamedha to expand their kingdom. Okay, so Ashwamedha, it is a yaga, yagna, a holy ritual which was performed by the kings to expand their kingdom. Okay, so the fifth is Valmiki. Valmiki, answer is Ramayana. Okay, Valmiki wrote Ramayana. So this was the epic, most popular epic among the Indians. So Valmiki Ramayana and Vyasa Mahabharata are the two popular epics among the Indians. So Valmiki was the author of the epic Ramayana. Okay children, write down neatly. Here we will end the session and we have completed the classwork notes of chapter lesson number 5. Okay, the culture of the Vedic period. We have completed the classwork notes. Okay children. So children, we have completed the notes of lesson number 5, the culture of Vedic period. Okay, so you have to write it neatly in your classwork. So here it's the time to wind up the session. We will see in the next session by a new chapter. Okay, thank you.